Unfortunately, what you're about to hear is real. The members of this radio program are simply not that bright, or what some people would call educated. They are merely stupid. They're not trying to offend anyone on purpose. And all have played doctors on TV. You have been warned and are cordially invited to join the party. This is the men's room.
Forget it, man, and get with the countdown. Get with the countdown. Shake this square world and blast off for Kicksville. The trippers, the grasshoppers, the hip ones, all gathered in secrecy and flying high as a kite.
This is the men's room with Miles and Thrill. You know what they say, shake your radio more than 3 times, and you're playing with it. You're listening to the men's room.
Hey, away we go. Welcome to show number 2,866. Along with Steve the Throw Hill, the Ted Smith, Robin Fox, and Mike Hawk. And you are in the men's room. All right. On tap today, once again, we play Big Dummy. Ted's Meat and Potatoes has 13 foods invented by accident. Noah Sherlock is back. Get ready to play Profile This. Plus headlines, men's room shot of the day, funnable listener emails, and everyone's favorite TV time with Ted.
Click, clack.
All right, here we go to France, where guillotine owned by Lady Gaga sold to man with a poker face.
Of course.
In Savannah, Georgia, man grabs server's butt and quickly gets put in his place. Army-grade masturbation device for men can be yours for the low price of only $80. Memphis police looking for car thief who makes his money off Sexy Time Deluxe. And police catch a man who assaulted a woman because she got her finger so far up in his nose, she got his DNA. That is all coming on today's very special episode of The Men's Room.
And now, here's the question.
Hola, bitches. Good day to you and yours. Today is the day that we play Big Dummy, the game show that rewards you for your stunning ignorance. And here's how it works. You call us. We will spin the category wheel. We will spin the category wheel, and then we'll ask you a question from that category. But here's where Big Dummy separates itself from your average, more reputable game show. We will continue to ask you questions until you get one right. Bless you, Ted, because as always, we want you to leave here smarter than you showed up. To date, our biggest dummy ever is the lovely and talented Josh, who dug deep and found a way to answer 20 consecutive questions wrong. Can you do better? Of course you can. So give us a call, and off we go on Big Dummy.
Big contestant to play Big Dummy. Call 844-999-OLA. Like the Men's Room on Facebook. Follow us on Twitter and Instagram at Men's Room Live. And send those emails to the Men's Room at mensroomlive.com. You are listening to the Men's Room Radio Network.
Hola, bitches. You're listening to the men's room.
Hold it, y'all's hand. Away we go. Welcome to show number 2,866. What a large and charged program we have for you today as the head chef is back. Ted's Meat and Potatoes has 13 foods invented by accident, going out on a limb by something that you said the last time that we did Ted's Meat and Potatoes. You were talking about how the chimichanga was invented. I don't know if that's on the list this time or not, but I thought that was entertaining as hell.
Yeah, the lady just dropped the burrito in the fryer and said, chimichanga.
Because there were like kids around or something?
Yeah, she didn't want to curse.
Basically, we're eating a deep-fried curse word.
It's so good, though.
Chimichanga.
Like, no one, it never would have been done unless you accidentally didn't drop the burrito into the deep fryer.
Can we send a product where do they just absolutely not speak English, but it's just called the mother effer? Right? If chimichanga is a curse, it'd be like, oh, we love the mother effer.
Chimichanga. So we've got 13 foods that were invented by accident. Coming up with a head chef. Noah Sherlock is back. We'll drink and toast with the shot of the day. Another round of profile that's coming up. And today is the day that we play the game known as Big Dummy. It's an easy game to play. We'll spin the category wheel, and from there, all you need to do is get one question right. So far, our biggest dummy is Josh. It took him 20 painful questions to get one correct. And every day when we play a little Big Dummy, we also do a men's room poll. Last week, we asked you, what song would you have play every time that you had sex for the rest of your life? So from the beginning until the end, what song would be playing on a loop while you had sex? Your choices were Barney, I Love You, Jesus Loves Me, Sarah McLachlan, Angel, which is the song on the SPCA commercial
if you
thing.
Think of sad puppies, that's the song.
Normally you'd think a commercial would last 30 seconds, 60 seconds. These seemingly last for like 10 minutes.
Right.
the entire hour.
Go away, puppies!
And Eric Clapton, Tears in Heaven. The winner by far, Eric Clapton, Tears in Heaven. Most people were unfamiliar with the song and thought that, they could get through it based on that. And we said, okay, we didn't let you know why the song was the song. If you care to do that investigating, that's up to you. We'll leave that to you.
Yes. Find out why he wrote that song.
Right. It's horrible. But either way, Clapton was far away the winner. Tears in Heaven.
We should let him know.
Would be the snow. If you really want to know, you're going to have to go and find out for yourself because it's horrible. Number 2 was Sarah McLachlan with Angel. Barney came in at third. I Love You. It seems, though, that no one, absolutely no one, and you understand why, wants to hear Jesus Love Me. Jesus Loves Me while they're having sex on loop. First of all, it's a short song.
Right.
It was also sang by, in the case that we had a children's choir.
Yes. Everything about it.
It is very much a children's Christian song. So, yeah, no one wanted that. So, men's room poll this week, not getting any better. We're going to have you pick one. Maybe some of you out there have had experience in the world of venereal diseases. Some are easier than others, more difficult than others, and all kinds of varieties, all kinds of reasons why. But we want you to pick one. So if you have to get a venereal disease, here are your choices. They are chlamydia, gonorrhea, crabs, and herpes. Now, we did a little investigation here because if you're not familiar with what all these diseases are all about, here's a brief overview.
Do you have STD music?
STD music.
We have to have STD.
You know what?
Like, who doesn't have
all
that?
right, here we go.
Oh, yeah, there it is.
Benny got me
Seems
horny
way too
when I was a
happy.
kid. Well, I mean, he showed boobs.
It's about how you get it.
Signs of chlamydia. If you do have chlamydia symptoms, they can take several weeks after you get the infection to show up.
Okay.
Symptoms of chlamydia can appear in both men and women, including pain or burning while urinating, pain during sex, lower belly pain, abnormal vaginal discharge, may be yellowish and have a strong odor, bleeding between periods, a watery discharge from the penis, and swollen or tender testicles. If chlamydia infects your eyes, golly,
How'd you get that?
redness, itching, and discharge from your eyeballs. You can get chlamydia in your throat. It's rare. That's chlamydia.
All right.
The joys of chlamydia.
Check all my boxes.
Gonorrhea is up next. Now, gonorrhea, believe it or not, as far as the symptoms in women, not so bad. In women, gonorrhea symptoms are usually undetectable, extremely mild, or often confused for other conditions. If left untreated, gonorrhea can spread into the uterus or fallopian tubes. It can do some really bad damage. I'll give you a PID, which is a pelvic inflammatory disease. That could lead to infertility. So you need to, if you have this, you need to obviously get it taken care of immediately.
Yeah, it's gonorrhea.
But you know what?
Cha-cha-cha.
You just don't, you might, like they say, you might confuse it for something else. You might think that maybe you're, I don't know, you know what I mean? You know what I'm talking about. I don't want to go down the bread roll, but, the bread road. But gonorrhea, they're saying that you might confuse it for a yeast infection. Gonorrhea symptoms in men. About 50% of men with gonorrhea do not experience any symptoms at all. But if they do,
it's a doozy?
it is a doozy. It is often in the form of a painful urination or a yellow or green tinted white discharge from the penis that resembles cottage cheese, including itching or burning around the urethra.
God!
Symptoms are often mild and unnoticeable. Some are just out of control painful. Untreated gonorrhea infection can lead to serious complications like intense testicular or scrotal pain.
There's no way it goes untreated if that's what's happening. There's no one who says, you know what, man, that'll pass.
Then we have herpes.
Like, come on. If it goes untreated, you just don't care.
Once you get herpes, you have herpes for life, keep in mind. Most people don't experience symptoms for months or years after becoming infected. Those who do have symptoms, during the initial period, will notice them about 4 days after exposure. Most people, but not all. Many people with HSV have reoccurring herpes. When a person is first infected, the reoccurrences tend to happen more frequently. Over time, however, their remission periods get longer, and each occurrence tends to become less severe. So as time goes on, it's not nearly as bad. Blisters and ulceration of external genitalia in the vagina, discharge, pain and itching, pain when urinating, high temperature, cold sores around the mouth, depending on where you have it. And again, you have herpes for life. And the other thing is crabs. Crabs are exactly what they say they are. They're little tiny animals.
Teeny tiny.
And they crawl all over everything that has basically hair.
Everything.
And it's up to you to get rid of it.
It's a big cleanup, man. I've had crabs. And initially, when you came up with the poll, that's what I picked. I said, look, I survived them, and they suck, but, they are what they are. And you said, yeah, man, but you're forgetting, like, all of the cleaning. Because it's not like you just shave and shampoo and it's done. I mean, your bed, every
the
like
curtains,
you said,
things
every
you don't think
surface in your home that could possibly have hair on it
Yeah,
must be. And that, right, you're like, that's a lot of maintenance.
I had chlamydia once, and it literally, it's like a Z-pack. You just
take 10 days worth of pills.
Hey, you can't have sex for a week, and then you take the antibiotics, and
It's gone.
it's gone.
You know what, man? I think I'm leaning that way.
Gonorrhea is not too far away from that either. Z-Pack.
It depends, though, man.
But
But
gonorrhea back in the day, you ever read the
it's a
stories
dude.
about like World War II and stuff?
oh yeah. Yeah, but think about the symptoms. If you know, like you said, for most guys, it's going to be mild or it shows no symptoms. If it does show symptoms, yes, it's going to be treatable, but you also have a yellowish green discharge that looks
you
like
might-
cottage cheese.
and you might
I don't
say-
want that in my life,
You
man.
might say this is ridiculous, but here's the truth. You get to pick one. Normally in life, you don't. So
That'd be a hell of a game
so
show.
straight up, man. I mean, like, we're giving you a deal on this one because most of the time you're like, what is this?
You got what you got.
And man, it's like not being able to pick your food out at a restaurant. They just bring you whatever. You're like, I don't want this.
And you weren't even hungry.
right, exactly. I don't want this. So that's our.
I don't want what you just brought
I
me.
don't want that.
I don't want this at
I
all.
would never order that. Are you kidding me? Game is Big Dummy 844-999. Ola, who is our first contestant, ready to play the big game?
Hello, Emily. Welcome to the men's room.
Big Dummy!
Hello, Emily.
Hola.
Aloha.
Emily, are you playing for Team Sober or Team Not Sober?
Team not sober.
All right, welcome to the show there, Emily. Emily, men's room poll today. Pick one. What venereal disease would you love to have? Chlamydia, gonorrhea, crabs, or herpes?
What's the one that you can cure with the Z-Pack?
Chlamydia.
Chlamydia.
That one.
All right, we'll take one order
I
of
should say
chlamydia.
it was like a Z-Pack. I'm not positive that's what I took.
Yeah, don't
Like a
take our medical
Z-pack,
advice,
like a
but
Z-pack.
And this was years ago, ladies.
for the amount of time that went
Yeah,
by.
seriously.
Decades.
It was at least a decade ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ladies,
Yeah.
don't listen. This is not current.
Yeah.
And
You've
it
only
doesn't
been-
stay with you forever.
Yeah, yeah, totally.
Listen up, ladies. Ted is speaking
wanna get that out there.
directly to you.
Whoa.
I'm good to go.
All right, chlamydia, Emily. Here is your question. Hopefully that nickname doesn't stick.
Or drip.
Probably. I live in New Jersey now. It's fine.
All right, right. Hey,
Chlamydia Emily.
Where are you in New Jersey at?
Washington Township and North Wildwood.
Oh, really?
Oh, okay.
Okay,
North
that's
Wildwood.
That's nice, man. You go to the beach?
Yes,
Have
I
you-
love the beach.
Have you been bitten by one of those flies that are the size of a bird?
No, but I've seen them.
Man, they're huge.
Are you enjoying some Taylor's ham?
It's called pork roll, but yeah.
Come on, Ted.
Have a hard
Smith
roll
family,
for
we
us.
have the Taylor
We're
ham.
South Jersey.
And a Jersey tomato, which are in
They
fact
are
delicious.
pretty good.
Yeah, so
which
is
is
the
weird.
corn.
I think it's all the chromium in the soil.
Yeah, it's all the dead bodies that bury the pine barrens.
Makes for fine tomatoes.
Really does. No acidity.
All right, chlamydia, Emily, your question. What golfer is nicknamed the Golden Bear?
Phil Mickelson?
Not a bad guess, Emily, all things considered.
He also has a delicious beverage. His name is Arnold Palmer.
Nope.
Jack Nicklaus.
Jack
Hey, man.
Nicklaus. Jack Nicklaus.
Confident, Ted, weren't
But
we?
they were the two that went out.
The Golden Bear. Miles met that guy in Anchorage, Alaska.
I sure did. Really nice guy
Golden
named
Bear.
Roger.
Not Jack Nicklaus, but
the Golden Bear.
the other Golden Bear. Yes. That was an experience. All right, here's your question.
He was wearing suspenders.
Was he?
I mean, it was exactly what you think it was.
Tie you up with him later.
Hey, man, you want to come to my house and hang out? What do you mean hang out? You know.
Hang out.
Hang out. Check. Where'd the bartender go?
Right.
Where? He's been behind here all night. Where'd he go? Now he's gone all of a sudden?
I'm going to dash him
How
down.
the hell did he just leave?
All right, your question. What company owns both Hot Wheels and Matchbox?
Hasbro?
Ooh, Mattel.
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 What did Hasbro? What was some other...
I'm smart in so many other ways.
I bet you are.
says chlamydia Emily. What were the things that Hasbro put out? I remember, like, I didn't like Hasbro toys as much as Mattel, but I can't remember.
It's like the DC world. You know what I mean? It's not like you don't really like it, but Superman's just, you know, whatever.
right.
It
Marvel.
wasn't on the top of your Christmas list.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, that's exactly. Like, if you ask for, like, a Mattel toy and your parents are saving money, then the best they're going to do is hook you with Hasbro.
It's like Hanna-Barbera. It's just
Right. It's not as good as Warner Brothers,
just
man.
hammered.
It's not even an argument.
All right, question 3, Emily.
Question number 3. What Disney character's love interest is named Prince Philip? I desperately hope to be Prince Albert, but to no avail.
Oh, Anna from Frozen?
Now, look, I'm going to be honest with you. I meant to Google this earlier, and I let myself down because now I'm asking this question. So I have her name, but I don't know which. Because, they have a name, and then they're also someone else.
What's the answer?
So Aurora.
Aurora.
But who is she? Like, which?
Oh, from Sleeping Beauty.
Is she Sleeping Beauty?
Yes,
Okay, do they? All right, are you sure?
I'm
She
sure.
sounded pretty sure.
Yeah, you're right. Kind of young.
Emily, what are you drinking Yingling? What are you doing over there?
No, Yingling, I quit drinking like a year ago. I just smoked the ganj.
Oh, you can smoke the ganja in New Jersey. That's illegal, though, right?
Unless you're a medical patient.
Are you a medical patient?
I am.
Good for you.
She has chlamydia. Remember?
Exactly. Oh,
Chlamydia.
my bad. I remember now.
It's chlamydia.
So long.
Does
It's
really
been 4
well
questions.
for PTSD and depression.
I forgot. Yeah, no, totally does.
I mean, looking back, I did smoke some weed for the chlamydia. I didn't know it was helping. but-
Yes, it was. It was helping you mentally.
Yeah, smoke weed for chlamydia. That's a T-shirt waiting to happen. All right, your question. What word describes the enlargement of bone or tissue at the joint between the big toe and the foot?
Oh, I know this one.
That makes
I think
me
I know this
feel
one.
for not knowing this.
No.
I've got nothing.
You're going to be mad when you hear
Is it
that.
a bunion?
A bunion.
Bunion.
Oh,
Are you serious?
Like Paul
Yeah.
Bunyan. Yeah, named it after the Axeman.
No. I literally on my computer am Googling home remedies for bunions.
Do we need to ask why? Do we need to stop down and ask why you're looking for home remedies for bunions? And what do they offer up? What are
There's
the ingredients?
pads, there's certain socks you can get.
Okay.
You got to go get it operated on, more than likely.
Yeah.
My mom did. She had to do 1 foot at a time.
How many bunions does she have?
She had 2.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're not always on the big toe. Luckily, you can get one on the pinky toe called a Taylor's bunion.
Is that
Taylor's bunion?
like Taylor's hand.
Ham, yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Swift Taylor's bunion.
Huh.
That's what you got. Be proud.
It's like another toes cover.
And then what happens? Does it hurt? Does it limit mobility?
At this point, all I can tell you is a couple weeks ago, I thought something was wrong with one of my shoes, and then it's like
all right.
literally like the last couple days, like, oh, so that's what it is.
All right.
Well, just so you know, Ted, it is the enlargement of bone or tissue at the joint between the toe and the foot. I'm like, all right, your next question. Who was assassinated at the Lorraine Motel in Memphis, Tennessee?
Martin Luther King Jr.
All right, Emily. Good job. Enjoy your Dom Pepino spaghetti sauce and Jersey tomatoes.
And the humidity and chest hair.
That's it. Our game is Big Dummy 844-999-OLA. Who's our next contestant? Ready to play the big game?
Hello, Ken. Welcome to the men's room.
Hey, guys.
Hola. Ken, are you on sober, team sober, team not sober?
Oh, team sober all the way.
All right, man.
Stupid work.
Let's see here. Ken, hey, guess what? Good news. Pick one. Would you rather have chlamydia, gonorrhea, crabs, or herpes?
You know, I was in the crab line all day long, and then I thought, man, everybody in the house is going to get them possibly, and you couldn't leave that shame down. So I'm on board with chlamydia.
All right, chlamydia.
See, man, that was my thought process. Like, I was on the crab line, like
Yeah.
you said. I'm like, there's no question
have a
about
crab
this.
feed.
This would be too
Had the
easy.
bib on and everything.
Yeah,
Right.
you had your mullet.
Yeah.
And then Miles reminded me, like, hey, man, there's a lot of cleanup, and I had to go with the chlamydia train. Thanks to our friend Ted here, who's like, hey, man, I've had chlamydia. This was the conversation in the office earlier. Oh, yeah, I had chlamydia. Take my Z-Pack. Gone in no time. I pick it every time. Then Ted's leaving the office, looks at me and Miles and says, and dude, the clap and chlamydia are not the same thing. And he was
Imagine
right
every
to
time
say
the
that.
dog scratched himself, you'd be like, oh, my God, not again.
I know, right? That's exactly
Yeah.
In Maryland, they get rid of crabs with Old Bay.
Yeah.
You just bathe in it.
They just dump it on me. All right, here is your question. What automaker opened its first foreign plant in the United States?
Gotta be either Nissan or Toyota. Let's go Toyota.
I think it's Honda, isn't it?
Volkswagen.
Volkswagen. Oh, that makes sense. Perfect.
Yeah.
Milligan.
Yeah, they needed to find a new place to relocate for after that whole wall thing.
After the whole wall thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, there was other issues.
The Nazi thing was kind of bad,
That
too.
was a big
Yeah,
deal.
yeah.
Forget the emissions at this point.
Yeah.
That's small change.
All right, your question. How many railroads can be bought in the game of Monopoly?
There's 4.
Oh, I don't think I knew that.
Side
You know,
question.
Pennsylvania, Reading.
Reading.
Is it Reading or Reading?
Reading.
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 Pennsylvania.
Ohio.
And,
Ohio. There you go.
So,
what
what
was
is
the
it?
other
Pennsylvania, Ohio.
B&O?
B&O? Is
Is B&O one of them?
It's the B.O. It's the B.O. Railroad.
I do know they were $200 each. Hell of a deal. I could not stand Monopoly, man. It just took too long, and I just know everyone was mad. Mm-hmm. It just seemed weird. Like, why do we have to sit down for this game again, man? Everyone's going to yell at each other, and the game never ends.
How does the game? Yeah, how does the game actually end?
I don't know.
Game is Big Dummy. 844-999-OLA. And there is no end to Big Dummy. If you'd like to be a contestant, give us a call, and more contestants coming up. You are listening to the Men's Room Radio Network.
Welcome back to the Men's Room with Miles and Thrill.
Silicon head chef in the house, Ted's Meat and Potatoes, has 13 foods that were invented by accident. The head chef on the way, Ted's Meat and Potatoes. In the meantime, the game is Big Dummy. 844-999-OLA. Steve, who is our next contestant, ready to play the big game?
Hello, Johnny. Welcome to the Men's Room.
Big Dummy!
Hello, Johnny.
Hola. Johnny, are you
Speakerphone.
are you sober or on team not sober today?
Oh, I've been sober for 4 days.
Nice job, Johnny. Any special reason why?
I make bad decisions.
I see.
So are you officially quitting? Is that what you're telling us?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. All right.
All right, Johnny. Men's room poll. Pick one. Here's a bad decision. Chlamydia, gonorrhea, crabs, or herpes? Which one would you take?
I'm picking crabs, and I'll tell you why.
All right.
Herpes is the one that keeps on giving.
Yeah.
Right.
You got it
Can't
forever.
get rid of it.
That's true.
And I'm sure you guys know what the test is involved for venereal disease.
Yes.
Yes, I had chlamydia, and the damn doctor did the test and then came back with the shot to cure it. My question was, why the hell didn't you just give me the shot and save me the pain of the swab?
I think to teach you a valuable lesson.
Yeah, you make a good point. I guess, or if it was unnecessary, but still.
So you're picking crabs because it's pain-free. You'd rather just all the cleanup.
Right.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. That's something to consider.
Johnny, did you think at that point in time the decision that you made to be with whoever it was did that seem like a bad decision?
Yeah, not at the time, but yeah, that overall, that was...
Well, yeah. I mean, in
Overall,
hindsight,
sure.
of course, but sure.
Funny how
look,
hindsight works.
Look, you can eat a roadside chicken out of the back of some guy's truck in a third world country and not get sick. You can walk into a 5-star place, man, and puke your brains out when you get home. I mean, don't judge a book by the cover.
Sure.
As far as that goes.
All right, your question.
She went screwing around on me. That was the problem.
All right.
I can see how that's a problem. Here's your question. What is the largest island in the Caribbean?
Cuba. Yes?
Well
done.
Johnny. One and done. All right.
done.
Game is Big Dummy. Big Dummy. 844-999-OLA, who is our next contestant ready to play the game.
Hello, Nate. Welcome to the Men's Room.
Hola! Nate, are you sober or not sober? Sober, Nate. Welcome to the show. All right, pick one, Nate. Chlamydia, gonorrhea, crabs, or herpes?
I'll take the cleanup. I'll go with crabs.
Crabs it is.
On the cleanup crew.
I'll get rid of it.
Hell. All right, here is your question. And this was news to me. In late 2005, on what internet dating site did Dr. Phil begin writing an advice column? Hi.
eHarmony?
Match.com.
I'll tell you something right now.
It's called the Flavor Saver. They love it.
You put her on that couch and act like you care. You listen. You got to listen. Seriously, even if you're just ignoring her, you still got to act like, yeah. And then try.
I'm Dr. Phil.
You got to act like you care.
On what continent is the country of Andorra?
Africa?
It does sound like an African country.
I'll go,
I guessed Africa myself. It is not Africa.
Asia?
Negative.
China.
China's not a continent.
Oh,
Country.
continent.
Oh, is it South America?
Negative.
Dang.
See?
Europe?
It sounds like the last place it would be. It's between, hell. It's between France and Spain. Andorra, right? That sounds
Andorra.
African as F, right?
Yeah.
Then I'm with you, Ted, man. Either South America or Asia would be my next guess.
Yeah.
Andorra.
Uh-oh.
Hang on the
Nate,
line
hold
there,
the line
Nate.
there. We're going to do a little station identification real quick. If you'd like to be a contestant and play Big Dummy, 844-999-OLA. More of Big Dummy coming up here in just a couple seconds.